Hey everybody, so today I'm going to show you how to make a nail polish swatch book. It's very easy, very affordable, and depending on the size of your collection, it could be quite time consuming or it could be a very quick project. But it's also something that you could build upon if it is a quick project. And in some ways it's better if you start before your collection, nail polish collection, gets large and out of control, like some people's I know. But anyways, yeah, what do you want this for? You might be asking. Well, you can use this book for so many things. This is going to be basically a book that's going to have swatches of all the nail polishes that you own. You can use it as a reference guide in so many different ways. All right, let's say that you've seen a nail polish in somebody's video on YouTube and you think, oh, I really like that. You can get out your book, look through the pages, see if you already have a color that is very similar. Now, a lot of you may remember all the colors that you own just off the top of your head, but if you have some doubt in your mind, then you can just flip through the book and make sure. Another thing you could do with this is you can look for nail polish dupes. If somebody says to you, do you know of a dupe for such and such high-end polish, you can look through your book, see if there is a cheaper alternative that you can suggest to people. You can use this book to find just the right nail polish to go with that outfit that you want to wear on Saturday night. There's just endless possibilities of what you can do with this book. So all you're going to need is a 3-ring binder, and most people already have one of these laying around the house, and some loose leaf paper to go inside of it. You're also going to need a box of clear sheet protectors. Now, I got mine at Staples, but that's not really important. It's just they're open at the top, and then they've got the 3 holes on the side so that you can put them in your notebook. Not expensive at all. I got this huge box for very little money. You're also going to need some labels. And I got a whole box with over 1,000 labels for very little money. And I'm not quoting you prices because prices are going to vary depending on what store you shop at, what country you're in, and so forth. But you want to look for, let me take a page out so you can see. You're going to want that size right there. And that is, God, the print is so small that I can't even see. It looks like 5/16 times 5/16 of an inch times 1/2 inch. But it's basically the tiniest little labels that they sell, and those are going to fit perfectly on the loose leaf notebook paper. So here's an example of what it's going to look like when you're done. What I did was I put these alphabetical by brand, and then I just listed them in the order in which I purchased them. But here's the first page, and what I did was I put the brand at the top underlined, then I put the store at which you can find that brand, and then I put how much it is per bottle, and then I just started listing them. And as you can see, see how I put Illusion/Mermaid? Illusion is the line that it comes from, and Mermaid is the name of the polish. The little check marks are means that these polishes were shown in a nail polish project video. I don't do those anymore, but just in case I ever decide to start up again, that way I'll know which ones I've used and which ones I haven't. If there's no check mark next to it, then that means it has not been featured in one of those videos. And then I've got the swatches on the little stickers over here. And you need to use the labels because that way the polish isn't going to sink into the paper. It just works a lot better on the labels. Now this took me months to do because my collection is so large, and also you can only do it for a certain amount of time, and then you're going to get a headache from breathing in the polish fumes. So one very good piece of advice that I have to give you is wear a face mask. You know those face masks that the nail techs wear at salons when they do your nails? If you wear one of those, you'll be able to do it for longer periods of time without getting ill. But I didn't think of it until I was almost done with the project, and so I could only do small amounts at a time. As soon as I felt like I was starting to not feel so good, I would stop and work on it again another day. But it was quite a daunting task, but it's done now, and I have it all alphabetical by brand, and I've got every single page is a different brand. So it starts off with Accessorize and it ends with Zoya. And in the future, if I want to add on to this, all I have to do is, if I purchase a polish by a specific brand, is pull that sheet out of the sheet protector, add a label, add the information on the next line, do the swatch, wait for it to dry, and put it back in the book. It's going to be very easy to maintain. And if I don't already have something by that brand, just take a piece of loose leaf paper and start a new page for that brand and open up the notebook and insert it in there. And that's the reason why you need to use a 3-ring binder type thing. That way you can open it up and add pages exactly where you want it. Whereas if you used a spiral notebook, you'd have to keep rewriting it and re-swatching it over and over again. But I think that this is going to be a handy tool to have. It's going to just be a lot of fun to be able to look through it and compare the colors that way. It's just a lot easier to flip through pages in a notebook than it is to go over to where the collection is and then start trying to find different bottles and everything. I find that when I'm looking for specific bottles of nail polish, the lighting is not so great in the shelf units that I have, so it's not always easy to find the right color or anything like that. So having everything in a notebook is going to be a lot easier, and I think a lot of people would get enjoyment out of owning something like this. So if you have any questions, if there's anything that I didn't cover, let me know, and I will see you in the next video. And by the way, the reason why I look the same as I did in a previous video is because this video was filmed the same day as the other one that I had this shirt and makeup on. Alright, so I'll see you next time, you guys. Bye-bye.